Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This one is another army one. Now this one is a cautionary tale as well as a funny tale, but the cautionary is if when on camp, if you ever come across, should we say, a middle-aged or above man, woman that is in civilian clothing, be respectful. Now, you should be respectful to everyone anyway, always. You know, that is what it is. You should always try and be as respectful as possible. But think where you are. Think who could be there is the common sense one for that one. So anyway, about the story. Now, the standard rule on our camp at that point in time, I don't know if the rules have changed, it's a long time ago, was you weren't allowed to eat food anywhere other than the mess where you have your dinner, lunch, breakfast, and the naffy, which is a shop that it was contracted by the army back then. I don't know if it still is now, where you could get snacks and supplies and, you know, spares if you break anything, whatever. So yeah, so anyway, into the story. We'd just come back from lunch and we were getting ready for our next lesson, which I think was a field class lesson at the time. And the corporal was screaming his lungs out, running through the building, telling everyone to get their civilian clothing and put it in their bergens, and then get the rest of their military kit, put it in your bergen, and then grab your webbing, chuck it on, put all your kit on, get outside now. So obviously we all knew something seriously bad had happened. So we'll all get outside on parade. When we get outside on parade, there's two lads stood with the corporal with extra large gingsters pasty, or ginsters, how you pronounce it, and the corporal said, right, these two are going to eat these pasties while you lot are doing press-ups, and on top of that, every mouthful they take, they're going to have to chew it 20 times. So press up position, down, then up, then down, then halfway down, then back down, then up, and so on and so forth, you know, and whatever else. So they're eating their pasties slowly while we're getting battered, absolutely battered. And yeah, what had transpired, what had actually happened, is they'd gone from lunch, decided they were still hungry, so disappeared off to the naffy, bought a ginster's pasty each. Then on the walk back, they were eating them on the walk back to the troop lines, and a, say, middle-aged to a bit older in civilian clothing's man asked them if they should be eating on the way to wherever they were going, and they decided to tell him to F himself, and who the F does he think he is, laugh about it and walk off. So, you know, rather than blowing up, as I'm sure a lot of them normally would, he obviously just made a phone call. And yeah, and that's why we were in the position we were in. So anyway, obviously back to what's happening to us. We just, you know, they hadn't even got halfway through those pizzas and we were dead. We were absolutely dead and barely been able to lift ourselves. And he then sent the other two in, shouting and screaming at them, called us all around, and reminded us that we police our own and we make sure the rest of our troop toe the line and don't do anything wrong. So that's exactly what we did, and dealt with it ourselves. And anyway, it didn't really matter so much because a couple of weeks later they left anyway. They couldn't cope. But yeah, a cautionary is a funny one, but it was a hard lesson to learn. Let me know if anything like that's happened to you in the past, or you know, or you're going, because if you are going, good luck. You know, it's a good life. It is a good life. So good luck to you if you are. And like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the comments. Cheers, guys.